Yo, what's up everybody and welcome back to another video. So I wanted to go over my driller build. I've got 200 some games played as a driller. So over the course of the past few years, in 200 games, I have really grown pretty fond of the current build that I am running. I will go over it and why. So the faster turbine spin up, right? The sooner you get things frozen, the sooner they stop following you and trying to kill you, right? And then if you're in a group or if you're running with Bosco, the sooner you get things frozen, the sooner your group or Bosco does increase damage to it. If you'll notice when things are frozen, they die a whole lot faster. So you want to get things frozen as soon as possible. I take the larger ammo here because I don't feel the other two provide the same benefit in this column. The increased flow rate is going to get things frozen faster, and it's going to get things from not chasing you quicker. Again, the sooner things are frozen, the sooner they're going to take more damage from everybody else, right? Or if you're fighting an elite, the sooner you get it frozen, the sooner you can swap to your pistol. I run the Sabata, right? So the sooner you get it frozen, the sooner you swap to the pistol, the sooner you start doing more damage yourself. Here, again, more ammo. I just don't feel that the other two provide the same benefit as having the larger ammo in this column. And fragile. So if you can get stuff to just spontaneously shatter, that's one less thing that you have to spend ammo from the cannon or ammo from your pistol on killing. The overclock, I actually really enjoy the balanced overclock. Here you can run either the tune cooler, the balanced one, or you can run the clean overclock. I kind of really like the balanced overclock here. So either of these are really good. I just prefer the balanced. I don't like the unstable. It's just too many negatives. I get it, it's an unstable, but I prefer the balanced one of all of them. So I also run the pistol, the Sabata here. Improved accuracy. You can take this one, or all this really does is give you more shots before you have to reload. Okay, it's not worth it. Take the improved accuracy because you're aiming for headshots. You're aiming for headshots. You're aiming for weak points. So if you got something frozen and you switch your pistol real quick and you start rapid firing, just take the improved alignment, or at least that's what I take. Extra ammo here over the improved damage because you're mostly using this pistol at either small targets really far away for the pinpoint shots, or you're gonna spam it at frozen elites that are right close to you. So you're gonna use it when they're frozen. Just take the extra ammo. I believe it's worth it. Let's see. Recoil compensator. This is pretty cool again because when you're spamming the target, it's like when you're spamming the frozen target, you're gonna stay more on point. Again, weak spot. So get them frozen, you're spamming the weak spot, you're doing so much damage. And then on this final column, if you run the neurotoxin grenade, you can go with this one. I just switch back to the blow through rounds. So if you're pulling a large group of enemies behind you and you get them all frozen and you start shooting at them, there's a good chance you can kill a couple with a single shot. Pickaxe, there's really only two options here: better weight balance and power attack, because you will be using your power attack a lot, or at least I do. I use my power attack a lot. I don't know. I feel having the faster recharge over the more damage because you just use it a lot. So, flares, you know, flares. For the satchel charge, really just extra ammo, concussive blast or rock mover. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. Just keep in mind here that if you do take the rock mover and you use the satchel charge, if you're fighting like a detonator or a dreadnought, it is going to clear a huge swath of ground. So if you're not careful, you'll have giant holes everywhere when you're fighting these things. I mean, it doesn't really matter. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. You choose, you know, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter here. To the power drills, this one is important. I do like this one here. So the drill tips to get out of dodge much quicker. Definitely, if you're fighting something and you want to turn and drill into the wall to create a quick bunker. Having the hardened drill tips is a priority to me. Not reduced cooling or faster cooling when not in action. This is more important because your whole objective is to never overheat it, right? You want to run it up to 95 and then stop. Run it up to 95 and then stop. So the whole thing is you never want to overheat it. So having the reduced cooling is better overall for me anyway. More fuel. Yeah, more fuel, because you're never gonna really drill enemies. I mean, I have, and you can, but you're not gonna be drilling a hole in the wall, turn around and drill some enemies to cool it down and then go back to drilling. I suppose you could, but more ammo is better here. Impact axe is fun to play with. AG grenade is alright. Neurotoxin grenade is really cool. I do not like this. I do not like this at all. It's a cool concept. I don't like it. Neurotoxin is really cool. It's fun to play with. I go back and forth between the neurotoxin and the axes. Axes are just really fun to throw at stuff. You can run either. The HE grenade is pretty good too. But I would recommend either running a neurotoxin or the axe. If you're more of a beginner, I would go neurotoxin because you can throw it. It'll fill an area and then kill most of what runs through it. Axe is just really fun. So you can either one really. For the rig, I tend to use my shield in combat as I don't know. I guess what I mean is I'll stick around and tank stuff until my shield's gone, and then I back out of the fight, let it recharge, and I get back in the fight. So I run the shield regenerator. I use my shield almost as a weapon, you could say. I go with the extra max health here. I don't really know which one truly at the end of the day is better. I think the max health, because the shield can recharge. So I just go max health here. There's no other option. And then static discharge. Breathing room is cool, but I would probably use either static discharge or shockwave. I kind of really, again, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, but I like the static discharge here. And that pretty much sums up the build for my perks. I run thorns because I'm in the fight on a regular basis. I don't like the blinking. I'm in the fight on a regular basis. I'm up close and personal a lot. Vampire, because I find that I freeze stuff and whack it with my pickaxe on a regular, so I get health back there. which also goes hand in hand with Berserker. So Thorns, Vampire, Strong Arm for the flares, and then because on maps where you're digging out of corks and things like that, you dig it out, you chunk it back towards the mine head, and then you just go to the next cork. So Thorns, Vampire, Strong Arm, Berserker, because I am in the fight a lot. When you freeze stuff and you hit it with the pickaxe, it takes more damage. And then See You in Hell, because I run in a group. So if I go down, or even if you're solo, it works with Bosco as well. You go down if you're surrounded by enemies. You set off your See You in Hell, and then somebody can pick you up a lot easier. So that's just what I run. And lastly, we're going to go over Bosco real quick. Here, it's all about the damage. Bosco is all about the damage. That's what he's there for. He's just a second gunner that does some extra damage. So the more damage he can do, the better. The extra life here is more important than the extra rocket or the brighter illumination. So you definitely want the extra life. The armor shatter is pretty good. So if you're fighting like a dreadnought or anything that's got armor that you got to shatter, you send a rocket into it. It'll help shed that armor much quicker, which will help you put it down, obviously, much faster. And then I like the overcharge, the electric rounds. I mean, you can do any, but the chance to electrocute, I guess, is just as good as the rest. So that's how I run Bosco. Yeah, but that pretty much sums up my build. I don't really think there's anything else important here to go over. So if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna try to get some more content for Deep Rock Galactic out. I've definitely missed playing this game. I've played it on and off since it was released. So it's definitely a fun game to play. Especially with friends. Alright, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Take care, and we will see you on the next one.